and the cabin, okay? And so this kind of talks about the cattle, the sheep, the livestock. Livestock was one of the reasons that people came here, because there was this stuff called bunch grass, and it was a special grass and it grew really high. And we are very fortunate that we have a lot of agriculture land here, that we are able to grow crops, and that's why people came. Not everyone, but that's why some of the people came. So see, you know when I was telling you about the hills that the little girl had to block the wagon from coming? That's the Columbia Hills, and that's Mount Hood. Remember we talked about Mount Adams? That's Mount Hood, and it's in Oregon, and those can kind of be called what?
Where's that gun from?
Well, there's
like
a little thing
state?
over there
What
that we can look at. Well, it came from somebody from Klickitat County as a donation, and they brought it here for us to be able to use to show what it was like.
Nice.
Kind of, it is nice, isn't it? What do you think that would be some of the things that they would use that for?
Bad guys.
No.
Like
that gun like that, you think that
like
that would make
like
a bad guy?
getting meat? Like in Clint Eastwood?
Yeah, probably not something real big, huh?
Shooting like a bear that's trying to eat the
It might make them mad.
But Clint Eastwood uses it.
We're not in the movies, are we? We're talking about real people that came. What is a pioneer? It's a real person that made it so that it's easier for us to live today. We need to be
I've been
thankful
up
for
to
that.
the upper monument.
Yes.
I live
yes.
like 5 miles below it.
Yes, you do. Yep. So this is another really cool thing, and this is another reason why people came here to Klickitat County to live, and that is the old military road, because back in the day that wasn't always friendly to be here, and they made the military road to make laws and reinforcement for safety for the people that lived here. And so the military road connects the Yakima Valley to the Dalles. And it was actually, the military road is changed to allow for wagons, so it's a changed or adjusted, alternated road of travel that was the eel trail, E-E-L, the eel trail that the Native Americans used to go to the river and fish and go to the different areas in Klickitat County, and it was their pathway. And so the military built the road in a very short time by taking the history and the records in the earth from the Native Americans that knew where the water was, because what can you live without? Can you live without water?
Nope.
That's right. And so the eel trail followed kind of the places that you could get water. Do you have a question there, buddy?
My favorite thing about the attic is those little kid boots.
Aren't those cool? So we'll talk about that in a minute. So that was another reason, is that the military road in 1856, that's kind of when people started moving this way. So when people came out here, they didn't, in 1856, they didn't have a store to go to and go buy things. They had to be self-sufficient.
So they didn't have to go to like...
It came later. So in 1856, when they made the military road, there wasn't stores to go and buy things. Like how we just can conveniently go to the store and get a gallon of milk. No. There was nothing like that. Yes?
Did you have to pay for the guns to like put them in here?
No, remember I said everything is a donation. It's a gift. Someone wanted for us to be able to have it on display. And that's why it is your museum, and we want you to be a part of taking care of it. And it's a gift, and it's special. There's no other one like it that we can get. Okay?
Listen to.
Just second. Let me tell my story, please. So, this is the picture. Remember I told you the little girl that followed the wagon? Yeah. When she got to the top, this is what she's seen. And it's the Centerville-Golden Valley. And it stretches clear to the Columbia Hills and back through High Prairie. And it is just beautiful. So that opened the pathway for people to come. Then we have the the Homestead Act, and that was another reason why people came. And I don't have a timer to know how long I should be talking. We're not going to hear it.
We're not going to hear it.
No. So the Homestead Act was a way that people came out, and if they were given a piece of land, which I believe is like 5, I forgot the number. That's 160 acres. 160 acres. That's quite a bit of land. If you made improvements on that land, then the government gave it to you. But whose land was it before to be able to give it to yeah, not one individual person, huh? But today it's kind of like that, individuals or there's government land, but that is something that progressed with history. Okay, did you have a question there?
Yeah, I went to one of these just like these, but like it was like there you could go to like 2 houses.
Okay, so let me tell you a story of my family. That, because my grandpa used to live here, and so this is a very, very special. It's hotter than heck up here, isn't it?
I bet he stepped right here.
Actually, yes. Probably not here because this would be the attic, and he probably would have thought it was kind of scary. But his picture is downstairs on the wall, this wall, and you can look at it. And his name was Mark Kaiser. Huh?
Where did he sleep then?
I don't know, but I do have a story about the bathroom with him, but I don't think but let me tell you this other story about that, so that you understand the Homestead Act. So in the Homestead Act, what would happen is people would come here and they wouldn't be able to make it. That maybe all of their animals would die, or they just couldn't take another day of the, it was kind of a hard time to live by, and the weather, there was all kinds of things that made things harder. And so when they finally had enough, they would move on. So then someone else would come along, and here would be this empty building, and so that was an opportunity. And so they could, if they improved it, and then they could have that be their home. But what happens if so the mountains, the Simcoe Mountains is a place that they would go and get their lumber to build their houses, because they didn't bring lumber with them. Remember how big the wagon is? Mm-hmm. So they had to count
that big. We can't
yeah. Exactly. They're so full that the kids couldn't sit in them. They had to walk because it's so full of stuff. And we're gonna find out just how. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
2 packages.
Okay, so just listen to my story for a minute. So anyway, my great-great-grandmother had to stay home and protect the 160 acres while the other family members went up and got timber.
It's time, Lauren.
Darn it! We'll have to finish this story another time. Okay, now you guys go down. Let's hold on.
We gotta follow.